Buenos dias. It is a freezing cold morning. I'm just leaving the small town of Ledigos. Yesterday we were just brutally and thoroughly abused by rain. It was so much, every single inch of everything was dripping wet all the way through the socks. Even had to change shoes and change socks, and even they got wet. It was not pretty. It was an ugly hike. No fun. So everybody's a little freaked out because the weather forecast today is for more of it and it's supposed to be a lot colder. So we're sort of not having a real great idea of doing this day, but we must press on. It is the Camino de Santiago. And Ledigos, or whatever the name of the town is not exactly the best town to stop in. I mean, the albergue was okay, but they have no Wi-Fi unless you pay on one of their little Wi-Fi stations. Their supermarket is their own store, which is ridiculously overpriced. And they don't really have a lot of eating options or stuff like that. So it was sort of a mediocre stop at best. So if you're taking the Camino, I would suggest passing the town. There's another big town about 3 kilometers forward. But it was just so wet and nasty and rainy. I think all of us were just beat and we decided to stop. So if the weather stays well, I'll keep the camera out and do a little bit more of an update about the last couple days. All right, buen camino. All right, it's the same morning after leaving Ledigos or Ledigos. I kept thinking it's Legolas, like the Lord of the Rings character, but it's not. A lot of the trail when you go on the Camino is basically following a road, just like this. There is a small trail that parallels it sometimes, but after yesterday's freaking torrential downpour, a lot of it's mud. So you'll see a lot of people opt not to walk through the mud and get on the road. And since it basically just goes a couple hundred meters and pops back up on the road anyway, sometimes we just go, all right, what the hell? We'll just go on the cement. I was gonna mention one other thing back in this last town. This pilgrim I met a couple towns ago, his name is Sean, really nice guy. He got food poisoning. And of course, with my little food poisoning stint in Barcelona, I totally sympathize with him. So he's actually laid up, he's not going anywhere. And it was from some meal in that town. So another reason maybe to do everything in your power to skip that town. I don't know. Maybe some people had good experiences, but on a whole, I don't really see a lot of people saying that town was really a good stop. So, heading to a big town called Sahagún, which apparently has a lot of amenities. Our group is pretty low on money right now. We haven't had a bank machine in quite a while, so we're sort of having a communal money fund. And we need things like pharmacies, Wi-Fi to check email for those of us that need to be connected. And so the last few nights, just no Wi-Fi, no banks, no pharmacy. So it's all been very, I don't know, how do you word it? Very rural. So hopefully it'll all work out. All right, that's enough for this update.